Very good morning, cadets. Hope you are all doing well. We have completed chapter number 1 of History, Rise of Nationalism in Europe. Today, let us take the activity of question and answers related to the chapter. We have the various aspects like write note on various leaders, then explanatory questions, then questions which need elaborate answer. Write a brief note on Giuseppe Mazzini, Count Camillo di Cavour, Greek War of Independence, Frankfurt Parliament, the role of women in nationalist struggles. What steps did French revolutionaries take to create a sense of collective identity among the French people? Who were Marianne and Germania? What is the importance of the way which they were portrayed? Next question. Briefly trace the process of German unification. Fifth, what changes did Napoleon introduce to make administrative system more efficient in the territories ruled by him? Explain what is meant by 1848 revolutions of liberals. What were the political, social and economic ideas supported by the liberals? Choose 3 examples to show the contribution of culture of the growth of nationalism in Europe. Through a focus on any 2 countries, explain how the nation developed over the 19th century. How was the history of nationalism Britain unlike the rest of Europe? What did nationalist tension emerge in the Balkan? Why did? Okay, this is an activity for you. Can you identify few images shown here? The importance of images shown here. The same activity. Now let us move to the question and answer. Write a note on Mazzini. Giuseppe Mazzini was an Italian revolutionary born in Genoa in 1807. Please write down what I am explaining. Giuseppe Mazzini was an Italian revolutionary born in Genoa in 1807. He was a member of secret society of the Carbonari. At the age of 24, he was sent into exile in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria. Exile, I said, a person was sent out from his country is known as exile. He founded underground society named Young Italy in Marseilles and Young Europe in Bern, whose members were like-minded young men from Poland, France, Italy and German states. Please write down. Let us move to the next question. That is, write a note on Count Camillo di Cavour. Please write down. Cavour was the chief minister of Sardinia and Piedmont state who led the movement to unify the regions of Italy. He was neither revolutionary nor a democrat. Like many other wealthy, educated members of Italian elite group, he spoke French much better than he did Italian. He engineered a careful diplomatic alliance with France, which helped Sardinia, Piedmont defeat Australian forces in 1859 and thereby free the northern part of Italy from the Austrian Habsburg Empire. Hope you understood what is the answer. Write a short note on Greek War of Independence. Please remember Greek War of Independence from Ottoman Empire. Okay. Please write down. This was a successful war of independence waged by Greek revolutionaries between 1821 and 1829. Against whom? Against Ottoman Empire. The Greeks were supported by the European countries, while poets, artists hailed Greece as a cradle of European civilization. Finally, the Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 recognized Greece as an independent nation. So, remember the Treaty of Constantinople of 1832. The Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 declared Greece as an independent nation from the clutches of Ottoman Empire. Please write down the next question. Okay. Frankfurt Parliament. Please write down. It was an all-German national assembly formed by middle-class professionals, businessmen and prosperous artisans belonging to different German regions. It was convened on 18th May 1848 in the Church of St. Paul in the city of Frankfurt. The assembly drafted a constitution for German nation to be headed by monarchy subject to the parliament. Means Germany under the control of king, but king also controlled by the parliament. However, it faced opposition from the autocracy and military. Also, it was dominated by the middle classes. It lost its mass support base in the end and forced to disband on 31st May 1849. So, Frankfurt Parliament was a success for a very short period of time. Next short note. The role of women in nationalist struggle. Please write down the role of women. But you have to understand, or you have to remember here, despite women's supported movement, they were not given suffrage or right to vote. Let us check the answer. The role of women in nationalist struggle. The issue of extending political rights to women was a controversial one within the liberal movement, in which a large number of women had participated actively over the years. Women had formed their own political association, founded newspapers and taken part in political meetings and demonstrations. Despite this, they were denied suffrage during the election of Assembly. When Frankfurt Parliament convened in Church of St. Paul, women were admitted only as observers to stand in the visitors gallery. We have seen that picture, the painting where women were standing in a visitors gallery. They were not allowed to participate because they were not provided with the voting right or adult suffrage. What steps did French Revolutionary take to create sense of collective identity among French people? Answer to the question. Please write down. The French Revolution took many important steps to create sense of collective identity among the French people, which were the first one, the idea of la partie and la citoyen. Le citoyen means citizen, la partie means fatherland. Today we call citizens of the country, emphasizing the notion of a united community enjoying equal rights under constitution. Second, what? A new French flag and tricolor replaced the royal standards. Then what? The Estate General was renamed as National Assembly. We studied last year. Estate General is nothing but union of all the three estates, that is first, second and third estate. Now Estate General is renamed as what? Estate General is renamed as National Assembly. New Humes, Oaths and Martyrs commemorated in the name of the nation. Means now they started respecting martyrs. They started glorifying the supreme sacrifice. Central administrative system made uniform laws for the entire nation. Then discouraging the regional dialects and promoting French common language of the nation. So discouraging regional dialects means local language and promoting a single national language. The next question number 3. Who were Marianne and Germania? Were and what was importance of the way in which they were portrayed? Now once what is the answer? Let us check the answer. Marianne and Germania were respective female allegories for the French and German nation. They stood for personification of ideas like liberty and republic. The importance of the way in which they were portrayed lay in the fact that the public could identify their symbolic meaning and this would instill a sense of national unity in them. So that is the meaning of the allegory related to both. Let us proceed to the further question. Question number 4. Briefly trace the process of German unification. Let us check the answer. In 1800, nationalist feelings were strong in the hearts of middle class Germans. They united in 1848 to create a nation state out of numerous German states. But the monarchy and the military together got together to repress them, and they gained their support from the landowners of Prussia, their Junkers. Prussia soon became the leader of German unification movement. Its chief minister Otto von Bismarck was architect of the process with the support from Persia, army and Prussian bureaucracy. The unification process was completed after Prussia won wars with Austria, Denmark and France over the 7 years. In January 1871, the Prussian king William I was proclaimed the German emperor in a ceremony held at Versailles. Let us check the answer number 5. What changes did Napoleon introduce to make administrative system more efficient in the territories ruled by him? அப்பா Sorry, in between there is problem. Let us continue. While countries like France stood for shortage of food grains, and in Europe, and men and women and liberal class came together to voice their demands for the creation of nation states based on the parliamentary principles, the political, social, and economic ideas supported by the liberals. Politically, they demanded constitutionalism with the nation unification of nation states with their written constitution and parliamentary administration. Socially, they wanted to rid of society of its class based on partialities of birthright, serfdom, bonded labor had to be abolished. Economically, they demanded freedom of market, right to property, abolition of state imposed restriction on the movement of goods and capital. We will continue left over in the next class. Take care. Wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.